Hi guys, and welcome back to Rainbow Tarot UK. A big warm thank you if you watched my previous video or my previous videos, if you liked, if you subscribed, if you commented. Thank you ever so much for that. I appreciate any feedback that you give me, and obviously I also appreciate anyone who subscribes to my channel, because it really allows the channel to grow and for me to get my messages out there. So thank you for that. If you're new and this is the first time that you've watched any of my readings, then obviously a big warm welcome and thank you for choosing to connect to my channel, Rainbow Tarot UK. So today's reading is very much a fun reading really, and we are looking at who is our secret admirer, who has a crush on us, who is secretly checking us out. And as usual, we've got 3 piles. So we've got pile number 1, which is a blue card, Sapphire. And if you prefer to pick with stones, this is a little sort of deep red stone to go with the blue. So you can choose with that. That's pile number 1. Pile number 2 is pink. Beautiful pink tulip there. And you've also got a blue stone to go with the pink. Oh, just drop that there. There you go. I don't know if you can see that. So we've got a beautiful pink card and a blue stone for pile number 2. And then pile number 3 is orange. Orange, and if you prefer to pick with a stone, you've actually got a green stone to go with that. Okay, so those are your 3 piles. Just take a moment to go with whatever pile resonates with you, whatever pile calls to you, and that's probably the pile for you. If they all call to you, then you're welcome to listen to all of the piles, but choose using your intuition. Think what pile is really the one that is calling to me. Okay, so I look forward to seeing you in your reading. Bye for now. Hi, pile number 1. So you chose the beautiful Sapphire card, the blue ray. So let's just move that out of the way. And you also chose the little red stone that goes with it. So there we are. So let's get out our cards and see who is your secret admirer, who has a bit of a secret crush on you. So we've got, and this is from my Aura Soma Inspiration deck, and this is actually the Chariot card, and on the back it says, I have no limits, I let go those I have set for myself, and it's called a test of faith. So that's that one. So we've got Sapphire, we've got the Chariot. We have got the Queen of Cauldrons, which is actually the Queen of Cups. We have got the 4 of Wands. We have got the Hierophant. Let's just move that over there. We have got Death. We have got the Ace of Swords. We have got the Sun card. And we have got the 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords. Okay. So let me just have a little look at these cards to see who is your secret admirer, who is checking you out, who has a bit of a crush on you. Now, first of all, because we've got the blue card here, the Sapphire card, with the red stone, what I'm sensing here is that this person is also, because we've got the Hierophant, I got a strong sense that this person is within a community that you belong to. So they are, they could be quite a sort of main person within that community. So what I mean by is, it could be a work community, it could be a faith community with a Hierophant, it could be that you go to like a community centre, or it's something where there's an established community and they are within that community. So they're in and around you. I'm also as well picking up from this reading, and this might be the case for some of you, that this is somebody that you have already been involved with. It could be an ex, and it could be somebody that you actually have a child with. So somebody that you've been involved with, that you've had I would say you've had quite a serious involvement with them. And you might actually, so like I say, you might actually have a child with them. And I feel that for some of you that is the case, and that they still hold a candle for you, that they are still secretly admiring you, still secretly in a way kind of yearning for you actually. But it's not the same for everyone. And if that doesn't resonate with you, then that's fine, you can leave that. But I do feel that it's somebody that is within your community situation, that is established within your community situation, that you see within your community, either through work, through going to college, through going to maybe a faith community, something like that. That person is there. They might be quite a mature person as well. I'm picking up on a sort of a mature energy here. They have, I would say, a strong spiritual presence, or a strong spiritual feeling. So that I would say that they are connected very much to their spiritual side, to their inner side. They might be quite psychic. They're definitely on their path. They're definitely on a spiritual path. And they are, like I say, quite psychic, quite intuitive. They may be somebody who meditates quite a lot, or like I said before, when I said it was a spiritual, maybe, or a religious community, something where their inner world is important to them. Because we also have the Hierophant card here. It's somebody that's quite, as well, this person I'm feeling is quite orthodox, or quite maybe sort of conservative with a small c in their in the way that they live their life. So being part of a community, living quite a maybe conventional life, even though they're spiritual. I mean, that spiritual can be in a conventional sense. They have that kind of feel to them. They could be somebody that's in authority as well within that community. That's what I'm sensing. But they have, with this little bit of a red here, this little red stone, I would say they definitely have a kind of hidden, passionate side to them. But it's something that they feel that they have to keep quite small. So it's something that they feel they can't express, because what I also feel in this particular spread is there's quite a lot of restraint. So I'm feeling that aspect of themselves, that kind of passionate physical side of themselves, is something that feel they have to keep under wraps, and that's why it's coming out as just sort of a touch of that, really. If this is somebody, as I said, that you were involved with, and I am picking that up with some of you, I'm feeling that maybe that relationship was quite difficult towards the end, and that now they feel like they've come out the other side, because we've got this 5 of Swords here. And this talks about sort of negative energy and like a breakup in a situation, really. And my sense is that maybe that's what occurred in the relationship. It was quite a difficult parting, if you like, quite a difficult breakup, but a lot of feeling nevertheless. But they feel that they've got out of that situation, and they feel much stronger for it. This is about coming through a difficult situation or an adverse situation with strength and determination. And I feel there is determination to move forward, actually, towards you again. I do sense that this is just not, this, although they secretly are admiring you, they do have feelings for you still. My sense is that they want to come towards you again, and so there is an intention not just to admire you from a distance, but to come to you once again, because this is the Chariot card, and the Chariot card is about heading towards your goal with determination and at speed, and not allowing anything to sway you or pull you away from that. So my sense is that this particular person wants to come towards you at speed, and they're determined to, say how they feel this time, and they're coming towards you in a committed way. That's my sense. They're definitely coming towards you in a committed way, because they, I think they miss, I think they miss the relationship that you had, the Four of Wands here, because I think when it was good, and they really, really appreciated that, and they see you as the Queen of Cups. So they see you as somebody who is very, very alluring, very beautiful, somebody who is, and again, you don't, if you're a man listening to this, the Queen of Cups is an energy. It's not, it's not a gender as such. So they see you as somebody who is beautiful, alluring, matches the spiritual side of themselves. So the Queen of Cups is also somebody who's very psychic, very spiritual, very empathic, very caring, very nurturing, emotionally very balanced. So I'm thinking that they see you in that way, and that's what they admire as well, is that kind of like that feeling side of you. That's what they miss, that's what they're attracted to. But if you're not exes, this is not your ex, then I would say that they have definitely spotted or noticed you in the community, and they feel that you are somebody who matches them. That's what I'm hearing. I get this sense that they feel very connected to you, and that you match them. Your energies match in quite a big way, because I think they feel as well, they recognise as well that you might have also been through quite a tough, you might have also been through quite tough times in your life, because we have this Ace of Swords here, and that they really admire the way that you have handled that, and how you've managed yourself in that, and how your faith or your spiritual sort of beliefs or feelings or kind of inner world has enabled you to come through tough times, and that's very similar to them, and that's what they admire. But because in this Queen of Cups card we have these two people, don't we, talking to each other, but there's still this little bit of space between them. So although they're, that's why I get they're not quite at the moment they haven't quite declared themselves to you yet. They would like to. They are thinking about it, and I think they will come forwards towards you because they do have these feelings for you, but they're not quite. There's still some separation there between you at the moment. So. And maybe as well they're just feeling, because if it is part of a community, there are other people around. I get the sense that they want to pick their moment, they want to pick their moment carefully, so that they can, come forwards feeling confident, really, because they do have this, like I say, this little passion, this passion that's within them. That's actually kind of, it does burn, it is burning actually. They do actually have a strong feeling for you, but they they're just not able to come forwards. They can't, they don't feel at this point that they can show that sort of openly, but they will come towards you because you have the Chariot card. They will do that, and they will do it when it's time for them to do it. They will do that in a determined and focused way. But for them, it's very much about commitments. You know, they admire you, they are interested in you, but they want to be able to offer you something committed. They're not interested in something that isn't committed. Now, obviously, if this is someone that you've been involved with and it resonates with you, then obviously it's your choice completely whether you feel that that's something that you actually want, because it might not be. But my sense is that with the Death card, what they want is a new cycle, a new phase. They want to regenerate again with you. They want to start again. They want to get rid of everything that's gone before and begin something new. And they feel with this Ace of Swords that that's what's happening, that they have come out of a difficult situation, and they are moving towards a new cycle, something different, a new beginning, which they would like to have with you. I also see them being very, you know, they are clear thinkers. I think this person is very clear in the way that they think. They are very good at processing and analysing information. So as well as having this strong spiritual side, they have a very good mind. And they, you know, they spend a lot of time weighing up the pros and cons of being in a relationship with you or being back in a relationship with you. And it's important to them that they do that, that they weigh that up, that they don't just go in. You know, that although they have this passion, as I said, it's kind of understated. You know, they're not going to let passion rule them. They are a clear thinker. They think logically, and in their mind, logically, they're thinking that this relationship is a relationship that they would like to return to, or that they would like to begin with you at some point in the future. And when they make the decision to do that, they're not quite there yet, but when they make the decision to do that, they will come towards you in a very determined, focused way. Because if, you know, as I said, this might represent, you know, if you've been together before, this might represent, you know, the children that you may share, but it also represents, you know, the sun. You are happiness to them. You make them feel full of happiness and joy, and they love that. They want to be around that, because I think they need that actually in their life. My feeling, you know, is that there's a lot of, I don't know, there's quite a lot of restraint in this reading, as I said before, and I think they maybe have gone through this tough time, and now is a time for them to feel happy, to feel you know, joyful. And I think that they think this relationship, and just admiring you from afar, you know, they get a sense of joy being around you. They get this kind of lighter feeling. Yeah, that's what I want to say. They get this kind of lighter, sunnier feeling when they're around you. You know, and it's uplifting. They feel uplifted when they're around you, and I think that's what they're hoping for when they come towards you, that together you will have an uplifting, joyful, happy relationship where both of you can feel much better than you have done maybe in previous relationships or when you were together previously. So it's this kind of brand new start, feeling happier and more uplifted. So at the moment, I feel they are looking at you, they are admiring you, they are checking you out, but they're planning. They are planning and strategizing and thinking, you know, when are they going to make their move? You know, at what point are they going to make their move? How are they going to do it? And, you know, I think once they do make that decision, they will come towards you with determination and with focus and with commitment, more importantly. But of course, you know, it's entirely up to you. If this is the next situation, it's entirely up to you as to whether you decide to go with that or not. But anyway, that has been your reading, pile number 1. I hope that you've enjoyed it. Please do click the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notifications bell so you can be alerted to any reading that I might do in the future, and leave a comment. It's always great to hear from anyone who's listened to my readings. You know, feedback is always good. Okay, take care, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. So you chose the gorgeous pink card. I'm hoping you're going to be able to see there. And this little blue, cute little blue stone as well. Okay, so let's put our pink card here so that we can see it. Let's move that over there. And let's have a look at the rest of your cards on who is your secret admirer, who has maybe a bit of a secret crush on you, who's checking you out. Let's have a look and see what your other cards are. Okay, so we've got pink. Oh wow, we've got 10 of Cups. Okay, we've got maybe blue stone there. We've got 2 of Wands. We've got, okay, so was that, I think that might have been, I think I picked that reversed. Sorry, so we've got the Lovers reversed. The Lovers reversed. 2 of Cups reversed. Okay. 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords reversed. Is that in reverse? Yeah. 5 of Swords reversed. Okay. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. There's the Queen of Stones, but it's the Queen of Pentacles. And we've got, this is my Aura Summer Inspiration deck, and this is actually the 6 of Wands. Okay, and it says at the back, it says, let go of all the sensations of fear and anxiety and open myself to a new light shining in my heart. So the 6 of Wands is, I think it's a victory card, isn't it? So let's put that there. Okay, so who is your secret admirer? Well, what I want to say straight away, actually, with your secret admirer, the person who has a bit of a crush on you, is that this person is around you and they are just in a really happy place. This is what I feel about your secret admirer, is that they are really in a happy place. This pink card says, let love in. Now, pink obviously is normally the colour that is, you know, indicative of a love. But this pink is also, you know, pink is also about loving yourself and accepting yourself as you are. So my feeling about this person is that, and I do get that they're more in your sort of social, in your social network rather than a work setup. I'm not picking up a work setup so much here, but I'm definitely picking up like a social setup. Is that they are, you know, they are happy. I do feel that they are probably somebody who's come out of a relationship, because we've got the Lovers in reverse, we've got the 2 of Cups in reverse, but because we've got the 5 of Swords in reverse, what I'm feeling is that they have come out of something. It was a significant relationship for them. I'm not picking up on an ex situation here, actually, so I don't feel like it's an ex or anything like that. I just feel like it's somebody in your social situation who has come out of something, come out of a relationship, but they're completely okay with it. Because we have this kind of 10 of Cups cards here and the pink card as well. My sense is if they did go through a difficult time, all of that has gone now. They don't feel that heartache or negativity or any issues. It was a major relationship for them, But for me, it just feels like it has now gone. That situation has gone. So it might be somebody that's in your social circle that you know, who has come out of a relationship, who's single, but they're happy in their single state. They're happy with themselves. They're happy with their life at this point in time. And most importantly, they accept themselves. They accept themselves for who they are. And that means, really, that they are completely ready and open for something new. They are not carrying any baggage from the past. They are not interested in, bringing in any past situations into any new situations that they may go into. Now, I've got this feat because I think they see you as the Queen of Pentacles. You are the Queen of Stones to them, which means that you are, you are very attractive to them, because the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who really takes care of herself physically. So you probably put a lot of time and effort. And again, just because it's the Queen of Pentacles doesn't have to mean, that it specifically relates to women. It's an energy. So the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who takes good care of themselves. They are interested in their appearance. They are mature, not necessarily in age, but certainly in outlook. So it's somebody who is mature in outlook, somebody who knows who they are. They're in their own power. So they know who they are. They know what they want out of life. They are maybe somebody who's in charge in their work situation. You might have your own business. You might be a manager. You might be somebody who, you're, whatever sphere you're in, you are either in charge or you have the capacity to be in charge and to be a leader. And you're probably pretty good with money, pretty savvy with business, a very good business sense, a very good, sense about finances. You're probably pretty solvent and together. And yeah, like I say, somebody who's very physically attractive, and also somebody, who might like nature, who might like getting out and about in nature, who's quite earthy and down to earth in their in many of their attitudes. You've got a no-nonsense attitude to you as well, which they see and they admire and they like. So they see you as being very together in the material world. You are somebody who is very together in the material world, has got themselves sorted out, very confident, very beautiful, very, when you walk into a room, people notice you, and they've noticed you, and that's what they admire about you. I think they really, what I'm getting a lot is that they really admire your confidence. I think they see you as being a very confident person, somebody who would compliment them. So I think they see you as somebody who doesn't have any baggage. That's what I'm hearing. They're seen as somebody who doesn't have any baggage, doesn't bring any drama to the table, because although they are totally happy to be out of this situation that they've come out of, my sense is that there might have been quite a lot of drama in it, and it might have been quite an intense relationship for them, and a long-standing one, but at the end I'm sensing there's quite a lot of drama and difficulty, and they're happy that they've let that go, and they don't want they don't want that sort of drama anymore. They don't want any negativity anymore, and they see you as someone who doesn't have that. And my sense is that they are just here waiting. I think that they may have already given you a bit of a hint. So they may not be that secret with this admirer, actually. I think you may have got a little bit of a hint, because this is about, the Two of Wands really is about someone who has maybe dropped a little seed somewhere, and they're just waiting. They're just waiting to see what comes out of that. I'm also getting the sense that this might be someone, even though they're within your social circle, that there might be some distance, some geographical distance between you at the moment as well, because they're looking outwards. So maybe it's somebody, you know, in your social circle that you know through social media, and they're not necessarily right in your vicinity, but they are somebody that you know nevertheless within your social circle, and you know a little bit about their life. You know that they've gone through a breakup or a split or something like that. So it could represent that as well. There's a bit of a geographical distance between you two at the moment. But my feeling is that there's this period of waiting, or they feel like they're just waiting for the right time to come forward and be victorious. To come forward and be victorious, let go of whatever little bit of anxiety they might have about coming forwards, and declare themselves, declare how they feel towards you. But at the moment, we're in a period of kind of waiting for them, and I think that they might have just, even if they just sent you a little, maybe they, you know, they've sent you a little message, or they, you know, they've given you a little smile or two, or they've just made you stop and think, perhaps they do like me. So maybe you get that kind of sense with them. So although this is a reading about a secret admirer, I just think in this particular pile that this person may have given you a couple of little hints that they like you actually, and that they are ready, or that they would like to come forward, and maybe they're just waiting for you. Might be they're just waiting for you to give them a little something back. So if you know, there is somebody around you who you kind of, it's just kind of gone through your mind, oh yeah, maybe they do like me, but you haven't really thought much of it, then if you do like them, maybe you just need to give them a little smile or a little nudge or a little something to show them, you know, that you are interested, because they are definitely interested in you without a doubt. And I think this person, because we have the 10 of Cups here, you know, really this is like a wish fulfillment card. So my sense is that this person is really looking for their next relationship to be their wish fulfillment, and I think that they see that you might be, or might have the potential to be able to give them that fulfillment, that wish fulfillment, because you embody everything that they value. As I said before, they value all of the attributes and characteristics that you have, and they find you very, very, very physically, they're very physically attracted to you, and I think they feel that emotionally together you are a good match, and that you could have a really good relationship together. And also, just because this person is a happy person, you know, I really do get this from this spread, that this person is done with feeling it's done with feeling unhappy. They're not interested in it anymore. They're interested in having a happy life, a good life, with somebody who's balanced and happy and who can match them in that energy, and they see that in you, and that's what they want. So I think at the moment, as I said, they've got these feelings for you. They do really like you. They do see you as something very, very, very special. But they're in this process of maybe having dropped a little something your way, and they're just waiting. They're just waiting to see whether you might give them a little crumb back. Part number 2, give them a little something back, to show them that you're interested. So have a little think. So your secret admirer, maybe not as secret as others, because I think they've already given you something to show you that they like you. So that is your reading, pile number 2. I hope that you have enjoyed it. Please do hit the like button. Please do, if you haven't already, subscribe and hit the notifications bell so that you can be alerted to any videos that I might download in the future. And leave a comment. It's always great to get your comments, and any feedback is always appreciated. Okay, other than that, have a good day and take care. Bye. Hi, pile number 3, and welcome back to your reading. So you chose the orange card, which says nurture yourself at the bottom, and also you chose this green, beautiful green stone here. Okay, so let's put that there. Let's put the orange card here. So let's see what your other cards are as to who is your secret admirer, who maybe has a secret crush on you, is checking you out from a distance. Let's have a look and see what we've got. So we've got Queen of Swords, okay, we've got the Empress in reverse, okay, we've got Queen of Cups, because there's a lot of people in this reading, okay, Ace of Wands, Two of Swords, Four of Pentacles, I think we have an extra one of these, and Justice, and then also I've got my Aura Inspiration deck, and this is actually the Nine of Wands, and it says on the back, I find the inner strength to stand in my own space. So I find the inner strength to stand in my own space. Okay, so I don't know why, but straight away I'm picking up that this person who likes you is within your work sphere. I just have a lot of people here, and I'm feeling like it's in a work situation. Yeah, my sense is that they could be somebody that is I'm feeling that they're in a position maybe above you. So maybe it's a manager, maybe it's a manager above a manager, or maybe it's just somebody who has a little bit of responsibility over you. If that doesn't resonate with you, it's definitely somebody that you work with or alongside that I'm feeling has this, is secretly admiring you or secretly checking you out. Because I am feeling that they are these two characters. So we've got, I think we have that one in reverse, so let's just make sure that you can see it reverse. I think we can. The Queen of Swords and the Empress. So this person is somebody who is I feel like this particular person might be quite shy, or certainly not somebody that is open with their feelings. So it's somebody that feels they have to keep their feelings under wraps, so they can't. That's why I'm kind of picking up a kind of work setup, really. It's not somebody that feels that they can be open about how they feel, because it wouldn't really be appropriate. There's a strong sense of this person having very good boundaries and is very appropriate in the way that they behave. That's also why you've got the Justice card. They're a very fair person, somebody who believes in acting appropriately in all situations, particularly in the workspace. They're not somebody that's going to do anything inappropriate or overstep the boundaries. Yeah, so they may also come across as quite detached. So it might come as a huge surprise or shock to you that this person would be secretly admiring you or sort of crushing over you, because they wouldn't really show any kind of hint of that, to be honest, because their behaviour would be so professional in all ways. They're a very good thinker. They've got a very clear mind. I'm picking up good on finance. I don't know why, but there's a good financial head on their shoulders with this particular person. They may have been hurt in the past, and I think that's probably why also they are very clear about things. They don't like being seen to be vulnerable. They don't like putting their vulnerable side across to anyone. So they just don't really anymore. My sense is they may have been very caring, overly caring in the past, and that this might have kind of like burnt them somehow, and so they've chosen to keep their feelings under wraps now. They don't, it would take a lot for them to reveal themselves, but they do feel it. They do feel, obviously they do feel, because they're human and they've got feelings, and they do have that feeling side, but it's something that they keep very much under wraps. And interestingly, they see you as somebody who's completely opposite to that, and that's what they really are drawn to. They see you as somebody who's very caring and nurturing, and you might be somebody that they identify in the workplace or in the team as somebody that people find easy to talk to, easy to confide in, easy to chat to. They they may sort of see you in that way, and they really love those qualities about you because it's what they don't really have, or what they choose not to show is what I should say, not what they don't have, but it's so opposite to them. So your secret admirer, I think, in character is very opposite to you, but it's those attributes that you have, and also the fact that you're very intuitive as well, and can pick up on moods and feelings, and is probably a bit of an empath. And so you, I would say, are probably more popular in the workplace than the person who admires you is. I think that they are, they keep their professional distance and their boundaries, and they have respect, but they're not particularly popular. But you are. I think you are popular, and they like that about you just as much as everybody else does. And they find that very attractive, because I think in a way, they think you could balance them out quite a bit, because you have everything, or you seem to access that part of yourself that they find hard to access, or they find hard to convey, and they find that really, really attractive. And also the fact that they're physically attracted to you, because the Queen of Cups is somebody who's very physically attractive, as well as being very emotionally very balanced and stable, and like I say, just very caring and nurturing. So you're definitely the nurturer on the team, somebody who people can confide in, whereas they are more the kind of traditional sort of managerial type, or the person that maybe they're not actually a manager. They people just respect them because they are very good at their job and they know their job. But they've got that kind of distance to them, that kind of detachment to them, that means that you wouldn't necessarily sit in the staff room and have a bit of a joke with them, because they don't really give off that kind of air to them, because they've got this kind of detachment. Orange can, as well as being a fun colour, it's a fun, light-hearted colour, but in something called Orosoma, orange can relate to bottle 26, and that is about having gone through a bit of a shock, or a bit of a difficult time, and needing to put yourself back together again. And I'm picking that up with this particular person. I feel like that's why they keep their feelings under wraps. I think they've been through a difficult time, and they don't want to appear vulnerable. So they do have a vulnerability to them, but they don't like to show that, because they're sort of healing a little bit at the moment. I think I've got a feeling of them healing, or needing to heal a little bit, and that's why they're not kind of out there in terms of they don't have that sort of emotional confidence maybe to put themselves out there at the moment. But they definitely do. They are definitely looking at you in a sort of an envious way as well, really, not in a horribly envious way, but They just love your ease. I think that's what I'm hearing. They love your emotional ease, and the fact that you find it so easy to be around other people and to emotionally give to other people and to be friendly and approachable, something that they find really difficult to do. Because with this Four of Pentacles, I sort of have them holding on to their emotions. Four of Pentacles is somebody who's kind of holding on tight. And I feel that that's how they are. They holding on tight inside to, you know, how they feel, and that they can't really express themselves. They're not able to express themselves as they would like to, because, you know, they've got a lot of pent up stuff that they're carrying, and that's, you know, when they feel that they need to keep that under lock and key really a little bit, they can't express that, and that's why they like you, because you seem to be able to do that with ease really. And we also have this, you know, this Nine of Wands, which is somebody again that's having to feel like they've got to defend themselves. So this person might be a bit they might be sort of slightly standoffish and a bit scratchy in their personality. That's how people might perceive them, you know, to be a bit kind of like defensive, maybe feeling like they need to sort of stand up for themselves. And I think it's because, like I say, you know, they've been through a difficult time and they are just wary. They're just very wary about getting hurt. They're very worried about getting hurt, and they don't want to get hurt, and they don't want to be vulnerable, as they have, but they don't want to be walked over. That's what I'm hearing, because I think in this particular card, maybe they were a little bit walked over in the past, and they don't want that anymore. They're very sort of sure that they, you know, that that doesn't happen to them again. So they can seem quite standoffish, quite defensive, quite distant, quite detached. And like I say, you probably wouldn't know that they, you know, that they are actually admired. You'd probably be absolutely completely shocked, you know, if you found out that they were the people that actually admired you. But they do. They definitely do. And in fact, this kind of page of this Ace of Wands says that there's a lot of passion. You know, they're feeling a lot of passion inside them for you, inside themselves for you. I'm not even certain that they even are properly, fully acknowledging that to themselves, actually, because they're so, you know, they're so caught up in trying to keep their feelings under wraps and sort of, you know, not let anyone touch them, that I don't think even they understand the full extent of how they feel towards you. They know that they like you, and they know that they admire you, and they know that they probably have a little crush on you, and they, like I say, they like all the qualities that you exude, and they love that about you. But there's this kind of passion here as well, this Ace of Wands, of wanting a passionate start or a passionate beginning. But what I'm hearing is that they haven't fully acknowledged that to themselves, really, because I think that will probably just be a bit too much for them. I don't know if they're quite ready to properly, fully acknowledge that to themselves, really, because what I'm sensing here with this green stone is that really what they're aiming for initially is a little bit of calm. They want a little bit of calm and balance, because they probably know deep down that they're a little bit out of balance in terms of their emotions, you know, that they are, you know, that things are a little bit tight within them, and they probably know that, and they're looking for a little bit more balance, a little bit more space to be who they really are, which is what green can represent. They want to be able to, you know, try and put themselves back together again with a view to being more balanced and calm and centered really within themselves emotionally, and that's kind of where their focus is. But they actually do have this kind of burning, this sort of passion as well for you, that I don't think they've fully acknowledged, because they're not really in a place to at this point in time. But they definitely, you know, they are definitely within your workspace. That is what I'm feeling strongly, that they are either your manager or your manager of your manager, or within the management system, and or somebody that you work alongside, one of your colleagues, somebody that is not obvious in their, somebody who's probably a little bit quiet, a little bit shy, a little bit detached, can be a little bit defensive, maybe a little bit scratchy, is not the easiest person to get to know on the team. So they're not the life and the soul, but they're very good at what they do. So they're very good at their job. They have a lot of respect. There's a lot of respect for them and their ability to do their job. But there is this kind of like, feeling around them that they're not so easy to get to know. So that's the kind of person that I'm picking up on, that secretly admires you, loves your ease with yourself, your ease with other people, loves the fact that you make everyone feel comfortable, that they feel comfortable around you, even though you probably wouldn't know it, or you probably wouldn't guess that, but they definitely feel comfortable around you, and they see you as very beautiful. And what I'm hearing is they see you as very, you are graceful. There's a grace to you which they really like. There's that sort of like, so you have a bit of class. You're graceful, and you have that kind of beauty, that sort of graceful beauty. They like the way you move and walk and conduct yourself. Yet they see you too as being very professional, but in a different kind of way to the way that they're professional, and they really like that about you. And they would, they do have this kind of inner passion towards you, but they, there's this sort of, with the Two of Swords, there's this, I think with the Two of Swords, there's a bit of fear. There's quite a lot of fear here. They wouldn't be able to, they're not at a point where they anywhere be able to declare how they feel. They're quite fearful, really. There's some, obstacles for them to be able to say how they are feeling, because they're too, because they're going, they're too closed up in themselves emotionally, and I just feel like they need to actually do a little bit of healing here before they could even come anywhere close to sort of letting you know openly how they felt. But they definitely are admiring you from a distance, and they definitely have a little bit of a crush on you, actually, for sure. Anyway, that is your reading, pile number 3. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do click the like button. If you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe. Hit the notifications bell so that you can be alerted to any readings that I might do in the future. And also leave a comment. It's great to hear any feedback that you might have. But other than that, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.